All right, folks, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Opali Presents Know Your Pros. Today's guests, we have Justin and Nicole Young, the owners of VC Armory here in Ventura, California. They take your defense to the next level and offer guns, of course, ammunition, and most importantly of all, firearms training. Whether you're a person who's familiar with shooting or you're just getting into it, your first stop here in Ventura should be VC Armory. Justin, Nicole, it's a pleasure to have you guys on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
I'm stoked to talk to you guys because, in the world of speaking with, plumbers and attorneys actuaries or notaries, whoever else, I don't often get a chance to talk to a gun shop, or at least two owners of a gun shop. But I think that you guys serve a really unique purpose in the community. And I'm excited to get to know about your why here today. Nicole, you made a great impression on me when you first visited my networking group just the other week. And it seemed like you guys are kind of in a fun niche with your shop. You're not like the big guys, but you're not a little guy either, right? Justin, you started this thing with your wife. Now you guys are where you're at. But tell us about the origin story. Why was it that you decided to strike this shop up and make VC Armory what it is today?
I was sitting there training people. At the end of the day, I saw a need. People kept asking me, Justin, I want to wear what you got on. I want your holster. I want your gun. I want your ear pro. I was selling things off my hip. And I turned around and said, you know what? There's probably a business in this. There's more importantly, a need for it. I didn't see other gun shops selling the equipment that I had, the equipment that I use on a daily basis. I had to order this online. I had to do all my research. I had to vet the stuff. I had to do it. So people wanted what I had. I turned around and said, you know what? I think we can do something here. Let's give back to the people. Let's get our own shop going. Let's get our own shop. Let's supply the things that no other gun shop around here has.
And it's really neat because it sounds like it's just, like you said, not what every other gun shop has. The industry, can be kind of boring, I guess, sometimes, or a little bit cookie cutter, right? And it seems like you guys aren't that way whatsoever.
We try not to be. No. We do a lot of custom guns here. Everybody has a gun on their gun shelf in a gun shop. Everybody's got the same guns over and over and over. We like to customize those, make things own personal to you. If you want something hot and flashy right off the press and leave the gun shop with it, we're here to provide that for you. If you don't know where to start with it, we're here to provide that for you. If you've been shooting for years and you don't like the holster that you're currently using and you want something more high speed, low drag, we're here for you. that's what we do. We want to take care of you. We want to make sure you're going in the right direction. You have the new high speed gear. You got everything you want going on, and hopefully you buy once and you don't have to buy for a long time. If you maintain your gear, I'm here to give you the right stuff. And hopefully we continue training with you.
It's a good angle to have. The buy forever kind of mentality is what we want to have, stuff that lasts, gear that is going to serve the shooter well. My next question has to do with why the industry that you guys are in. As a guy who, appreciates my country, appreciates the Constitution and the rights that we were afforded by it, right? We are endowed rights, of course, by nobody but our creator, but the government gives us certain unalienable rights as citizens of the United States, right? You guys champion that there at your shop. Do you see the reason why you got into your industry and maybe opening this shop as, a really important cornerstone to why VC Armory exists here?
So, you know what pushed that boundary for me was I'm a firm believer in my Second Amendment right. Being a Marine Corps veteran, I know what it's like to have your constitutional rights stripped away from you. When you serve in your military, you sign the contract. You don't get those constitutional rights anymore. You're giving back to your country. So when I got out, I'm like, holy moly, I have some freedoms here. I can talk, I can say whatever I want now. I can pick up a gun whenever I want. I can not say whatever I want. There's I have rights here, and this was great. My Second Amendment right became very, very clear to me. I need to own a gun for personal protection, self-defense. More importantly, I mean, if you want to know my core foundations, it's to stand up against my government, against tyranny. Like I'm here to hold a gun and say, no, you can't do that to me. And it's because, if you look at generations of countries over time, I mean, Germany's a great one. We stripped you of all your guns and we threw you in concentration camps, right? History repeats itself over and over. When COVID hit, our government came after gun shops. They wanted to shut down our gun shops. A couple local gun shops here, or actually one in particular, fought back and won their case. It took a year and a half, almost 2 years, but they won their case. But in the meantime, you had your city officials coming on down and saying things like, hey, you can't be open right now, you're not supposed to do that. And we wanted to make sure that that right stayed open. So VC Armory was a staple for that. No one was coming and shutting us down. I was here to serve you and make sure that kind of kept flowing.
Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult to, of course, like if you're a government official, to determine what business is and is not essential. I mean, my take on that is that every business is essential, and especially those
100%.
that serve, constitutional rights of citizens. That's very, very important. So I'm glad that you guys feel that way. Gosh, I would love to get into more of that a little bit later here. I could talk for days about that.
That could go on for sure.
But today is about you guys. It's about VC Armory. I want to understand, from you, Nicole, some of your different things that you guys offer and what kind of makes you guys different. There are so many little divisions within VC Armory, from the custom ammunition that you guys, make and manufacture, to the guns that you guys sell. But then there's also the firearms training, whether it's out on the range with groups of women, or it's the internal, shooting range, the virtual shooting range you guys have at your space too, right? Can you tell me a little bit about all of those things?
Yeah, definitely. So when we started VC Armory, we wanted to be a one-stop shop. So essentially, when you think of a firearm or a gun shop, normally you think of just going, picking up a number, waiting your turn, picking out a gun, and waiting your 10 days and coming back, and that's it. So with us at VC Armory, we wanted to make sure that our number one priority is your safety and your education of your firearm. So we're not going to just let you walk away with your gun and not know how to fully operate it or get the training that's necessary, since shooting firearm is a perishable skill. So with our virtual simulator, we have one of the only ones in Ventura County that open to the public to do this. But essentially, we have 1,000 different scenarios that we can put our clients through. Home invasion, liquor store robbery, parking garage, you name it, we have it. The importance of this is the education of the commands, the repetitions is so important, because you only really retain 30% of what you know in a fight or flight situation. So we have that to offer. We have an outdoor range that we shoot out of at Winchester Canyon Gun Club. We do rent out Shooter's Paradise, so you're going in front of the stalls. So you're walking, you're shooting. And then most recently this past year, we started a ladies' night. And I started that because of an incident that I kind of occurred where I had somebody try to mug me. And it was kind of that realization of, oh my gosh, if this can happen to me, who else can it happen to? And I've noticed, especially with women, this is a male-dominated industry. So not to get very feminist really quickly, but it is a male-dominated industry. And a lot of women are timid to actually even handle a firearm. So my goal and mission for women is to empower them to be able to pick up that gun and shoot it, and take away some empowerment and some knowledge of that. So we started Ladies Night. We do it twice a month, every month, and it sells out pretty quickly. So, but my main goal is to empower women and get that knowledge that they need, so they feel more comfortable when they go and want to step out on the range.
Incredible. What a great idea to have a ladies' night and to fill that need. And yeah, you're right. It is a male-dominated industry. And I think that, guns are for everybody, baby. Come on.
Right.
Amen. Guys, it's for ladies too. You, Justin, manufacture your own ammunition that has a 1% fail rate compared to the industry standard of 4% for most ammunition. You do that all on site. You guys really know your stuff there, yeah?
We do. We try to all our ammo that we press here in the back. It's new and reloaded. We have both, but we really take the care into our ammunition. I know what I want to shoot in my gun. People like shooting what I shoot, so I'm going to recreate that for you. Again, we pay attention to every single bullet that comes off the press. Yes, I like to. I came up with that 4% in the industry kind of thing, and yes, I like to keep it 1% as close as possible with VC Armory. You do get those manufacturer defects from products, but at the end of the day, we're here to fight those and combat them.
Yeah, Lord knows that there's not a whole lot of consistency, and it'll keep your gun out of the shop if you shoot with the best stuff. So that's great. I do have to wrap this thing up with you guys, but before we go, I'd love it if you could plug where folks can find you, how they can get in touch with VC Armory, and where they can visit you. My gosh, I want to run down there right now.
So we're located at 4160 Market Street. We're at Suite 11 in Ventura. So we're right near the DMV off of Donlin and Market. Primarily our main source of social media is at Victor Charlie Armory. We have our most up-to-date things there. You can also visit us at www.vc-armory.com. But we're here to serve you guys. We have some really exciting things coming up this month of September. I have a ladies' night, September 15th. I have a few spots left there. We also have a holster class on the 22nd for ladies. But most importantly as well, we have an outdoor range day on September 17th. That's a Sunday. And then the next following one is September 30th. So we'd love to have you come in. We also are offering free 30-minute simulation for you to try it. So let's put you to the test and see ultimately if how your skills are.
Yeah,
so we'd love for people to come and visit us and mention this video, and we'll get you your free 30-minute video.
And our range days are booked out from now and through the end of the year. So by all means, give us a call. If September's not working for you, I got October. If October doesn't work, we have November, and so forth and so forth. So we are booked out. We have range dates. We're ready to rock and roll. We're here to serve your needs.
Sounds like it may be time for a little bit of a bigger space. The VC Armory. You guys are going off over there. That's so exciting. Check out their calendar of events and things online. Go to vc-armory.com. Go visit them. Like Nicole said, 4160 Market Street, Suite 11, Ventura, California. And check them out online. They've got great reviews. Fantastic business. I can't recommend these two enough. Justin, Nicole, thank you once again for taking the time out of your day to be guests here on Know Your Pros.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Know Your Pros.